What's up everybody, my name is Cap, the Everyday Gamer, and this is a perk analysis video for Modern Warfare 3. Now I know there's a lot of videos like this already out there on YouTube, but I wanted to do one that didn't have a gameplay playing in the foreground. A lot of the videos I've seen of it have, a gameplay or whatever game playing it and then just somebody talking, and kind of makes it hard to follow along. So I wanted to do one with some infographics so you can kind of see what I was talking about with each individual perk and what each perk actually means and when you get it. So let's first look at the first tier. So this is tier 1. These are the perks you have in the very first selection. It's a Recon, Sleight of Hand, Blind Eye, Extreme Conditioning, and Scavenger. A lot of these are familiar from previous titles, obviously, that we all have come to know and love. But I'll go into a little bit better detail about what each one consists of. Now, something I have actually heard, but of course can't confirm fully yet, is that you can get the pro version of perks in any game mode versus like Black Ops where you have to play certain game types to be able to get the pro perks. I'm perfectly all for that. I hate being forced to try and play a game mode just to unlock a pro perk for it. That's just not my style. So anyway, let's look at the first one, Recon. Now this is a new perk with the game here. This is something that's totally new as far as I'm concerned. With a regular Recon, you get explosive damage, paints the target on the minimap. So you chuck a flashbang, concussion grenade, or frag and you get a hit marker, poof, the enemy pops up on the minimap showing where they are. That's pretty cool. That's going to help out a lot with people camped out in buildings. You chuck a flashbang in the window, not only do you get the hit marker, but now everybody on your team can see where they are. Once you unlock the pro version of it, then bullet damage also does the same thing. So, fire off your SMG from across the map, get a hit marker, they light up from across the screen, and everybody now knows where they are. Sleight of Hand, there's really nothing new with that. Everybody knows regular Sleight of Hand gives you faster reloading speeds, which is wonderful, one of my favorite perks of all time. And Sleight of Hand Pro gives you faster weapon swapping between primary and secondary. That's pretty useful for setups where I like to run with a SMG and a shotgun secondary. I can get to it very quickly, so I'm looking forward to that one being back in the game too. Blind Eye is one of these perks that could be overpowered, could be overused, I guess, depending how you look at it. Regular old Blind Eye is undetectable by air support and sentries, so things flying around the sky and turrets sitting on the ground are not going to see you. But once you unlock the Blind Eye, now your launchers can lock on quicker to air support, and just regular old bullets do a lot more damage to air support and sentries. That's going to be pretty nice, especially in objective-based games. Keep you from getting owned by an AC-130 in the sky while being able to take down air support a lot faster. So that one could be used a lot more in objective games. Extreme Conditioning's back. Pretty much just consists of Marathon. Standard perk gives you longer distances in your sprinting, but unlike previous Call of Duties, you no longer have unlimited sprint, no matter what you do. The pro version doesn't give you unlimited sprint. It now makes it so you can climb obstacles faster. I don't know how I feel about that one personally. I never got Marathon Pro in Black Ops because I hate playing Capture the Flag. I had it in Modern Warfare 2, loved having it for my shotgun running class, but I've gotten so used to not having it for the past year that I think I could probably live with it. So that ought to, change up the pace a little bit how people play. The people that like knife running and shotgun running and stuff, they won't be able to run just dead on full sprint the entire match anymore. So that should change how things are played too. Scavenger's back, as we all know it. Standard perk is you get ammo from dead bodies. Now, I don't believe, and nothing's been confirmed yet, but I don't believe that you get additional ammo for like claymores and launchers. If I had to make a prediction, is that they're going to kind of follow along the lines with Black Ops here, and that you get additional ammo for your primary and your secondary weapons, primary and secondary grenades, like concussion and frags, but launchers and claymores are out. My thoughts are I don't think that's going to replenish those, and I think that's a good thing. I'm hoping not, actually. That'll help keep with the claymore spamming around the stages. Scavenger is one of my favorite perks, so I will be using that a lot. Pro version just allows you to start with a little bit more ammo. So now let's look at the second tier of perks. Tier 2 brings with it a few new perks, or at least a few adjusted perks, and so they're renamed. So we'll go through them here. We got Quick Draw, Blast Shield, Hardline, Assassin, and Overkill. So for starters, let's check out Quick Draw. The best information I can come up with for Quick Draw is that the standard perk gives you faster aiming. I'm assuming that means faster aim down sight, so It's kind of like the sleight of hand used to be, where the pro version gives you faster aim down sight. So this will be used a lot with the quick scoping crowd, and just in general, you know, shotgun runners it's good to have so you can get your weapon up faster. Pro version allows you to recover from equipment and grenade usage faster, so when you're spamming your grenades you can return to firing just a little bit faster. So I see this one being used a lot with the run and gun crowd. Blast Shield comes across pretty much as just Flak Jacket. Standard perk gives you increased explosive resistance, so you won't be blown away. And the pro version gives you resistance to flashbangs and stuns, kind of like Tac Mask. So it seems like it's a combination between Flak Jacket and Tac Mask from Black Ops. And I'm not trying to cross developer games here or not, but that's just kind of my observation here. I see this perk being used a lot in objective games too, for people who like to run for the objective. Have these on there, keep you from getting nade spammed off the very beginning. Hardline's back, as we all know it, and basic concept of it is you get kill streaks for one fewer kill requirement. That's nothing new, it's been in the game for a while now. But something kind of cool with Hardline Pro, and I think this is kind of cool, is that if you get 2 assists, now it counts as a kill towards your kill streaks. So that's kind of cool. There's been many games when I just run around and I get nothing but hit markers, end up with 8, 9, 10 assists in a round and just can't seem to get anything going. So this might actually work out very well. Something else is death streaks require 1 fewer death. So, you know, I don't know how I feel about that, but it's in the game, so I guess we'll just have to deal with it. And now Assassin. This is the perk that's got everybody up in arms, and it's kind of clear to see why. Standard perk gives you immunity to UAV, portable radar, thermal, heartbeat, pretty much anything right out of the box. This is going to keep you from being seen. Once you unlock the pro version, it also makes you immunity to counter UAV, to EMPs, crosshairs don't overturn red when they aim on you, your name doesn't appear above you, so you're basically just invincible. This, unless this is just really worded weird in the game or whatever, I see this being the most used perk in the game. Everybody and their dog is going to have this, and you know this will be the perk assigned to people that have their silenced UMP sitting in the corner somewhere, because this is going to be the Camper Extreme perk, and I'm hoping they make some adjustments to it so it's not so bad. I know Bowling said that there's 1 or 2 kill streaks that kind of work against this as far as keeping you on the radar, but those are pretty specific. So this is the one I see everybody having a problem with, as we've already seen all the uproar about, so we'll have to keep an eye on it and see what they do with it before the game gets here. Overkill is not a new perk at all. It allows you to carry 2 primary weapons, and since Modern Warfare 3 is going to have shotguns as primaries instead of secondaries, this will be a perk that I'll personally use quite a bit, so I can have my SMG or my assault rifle, whatever primary, have my shotgun secondary, and run around being able to go back and forth between the 2 of them. So that's what the primary part of it does there, allow 2 primary weapons. Once you unlock Pro, it allows your secondary weapon to have 2 attachments. So this one I could see being just kind of a general across the board usage here, nothing too major to make it overpowered, kind of used by all different kinds of players. So this one is one I actually do like and look forward to. And now the third and final tier of perks. In this one you got Marksman, Stalker, Sit Rep, Steady Aim, and Dead Silence. So let's go into Marksman now. This is a perk I see being used mostly by the sniping crowd, or at least the crowd that likes to provide some long distance support, regardless of what weapon you're using. Standard perk gives you the ability to identify enemy targets at longer range. Now that's kind of vague as far as whether they mean on the mini-map or in-game, because I'm not quite sure how that would work. I don't know if maybe it just makes it so that you can see enemy movement better. Honestly, I don't know yet. That'll be interesting to see how it comes across. Pro version gives you the chance to hold your breath a little bit longer, which is pretty crucial when you're doing normal sniping. So this will be used a lot more with the sniping group. With Stalker, there's a new ability that I think is kind of cool. And this is something I wish they would have allowed as far as like an option a long time ago. And that is with the standard perk of it, you can aim faster and move faster aiming while aim down sight. So when you got your crosshairs pulled up, everybody knows when you pull up your crosshairs now you turn really slow most of the time. That's just the way it's designed. So with this perk, it would allow you to move faster and turn faster while you're aimed down sight. Makes tracking people a little easier. And the pro version just makes it so that claymores and explosives, like the bouncing Betty that's in the game, has a little bit of a delay between explosions, so maybe you won't get tripped up as easy on those. Sit Rep is kind of a combination between Hacker and Ninja Pro. Standard Sit Rep makes it so enemy equipment's invisible. I personally like that a lot from doing some running and gunning. It's not always what I go to, but it's nice to have so you can kind of see if there's a claymore poked around the door before you run in and die. Pro version makes it so the enemy footsteps are more clearer and louder and easier to tell where they're coming from. So I see this one being used a lot for the run and gun crowd too, and it actually will probably be used a lot more for the camping crowd too. And because if they're sitting in a corner somewhere, they'll be able to see if you're coming by sound whoring a little bit easier. Steady aim's pretty much a staple in the game. The standard perk gives you increased hip fire accuracy, so when you're on the run and you need to get a quick shot out real quick, you don't have to aim down sight, and this helps you kind of get there faster. Pro version makes it so that your weapon's ready faster after sprinting. Once again, this is more beneficial to the sprint crowd, the shotgun runners like myself. Around the corner and it's close quarter combat, you versus another, this will give you the advantage over them if they don't have it equipped. So this one I'm glad to make a return. I'll be using this one a lot. And last but not least is Dead Silence. Now this is a new one here, and this is the first perk I've ever seen in any of the games that's kind of an anti-perk perk. The standard version gives you quieter movement, and it makes it so that the perk Recon doesn't work as good against you. Now, if you remember from the tier 1 slot, Recon makes it so that if you get hit by explosives, and the pro version of ammo makes you light up on the radar, having this on there keep you from actually being able to appear on radar when you get hit. So that's kind of cool in a way, and the pro version is kind of like what lightweight pro used to be, where you don't take fall damage. So it'll be interesting to see how this one's used. I think this one could be used a little bit more by the camping squad. People that like to sit in one spot and not move a lot. That way when people are spamming grenades and bullets at them and they're getting light hit markers on them, they're not going to show up on the radar as much. And that's about it when it comes to the 3 different tiers of perks and basically what they do. So what I decided I'm going to do at the end of this video is put together a list of combos that I can see happening a lot in the game, whether it's something I think I'll use myself or something that I can just clearly see as being the combo to go to in the community, and kind of my prediction. So we'll see where the game comes in a couple months and what pans out, but here's my list. The first one is a no-brainer. Everybody knows this is the setup that a lot of people are going to be using, whether they're sniping or shotgun running or camping, but throw blind eye, assassin, and dead silence on there and you are basically invisible to everything. Nobody's going to see you on the radar, air support's going to be completely oblivious to you, kill streaks aren't going to see you. I mean, you are just going to run around as a complete ghost. This is the setup that's going to annoy the most people, I think, in the entire game, because I know just looking at the combination of these things here, that these would annoy the holy crap out of me. So I'm hoping we don't see it as much, and maybe there's some things to help counter this, but this very first setup I see being the most popular one on here. Second one, this is going to be for the shotgun runners like myself. You've got extreme conditioning, quick draw, and steady aim. Allows you to get in and out of tight situations, get a shot off before the other person sees you, and kind of just get in and out of the room. Third one, sleight of hand, overkill, and steady aim. These are going to be another one of those for, just being able to have the advantage over one of the other person running up against you. Sleight of hand, you can reload faster. Steady aim allows you to get the shot off sooner. And so I see this one being used a lot. The fourth one, this one's more for the surveillance type crowd that like to help their teammate out, but having recon, assassin, and set rep, this basically keeps them from being seen very much, but being able to kind of tell where everybody else in the crowd is. And going with the different kill streak or point streak classes they are now, the support class, I see having these perks running on there that'll greatly improve the chances of helping their team find everybody else on the map. And the last one, I think having Blind Eye, Blast Shield, and Stalker would be really good for objective games, for LMGs, for basically just the big ammo classes. So these are the 5 classes I think we're going to see a lot of. Let me know what you think. As I said, I know this video is not, the most interesting you're ever going to see because it doesn't have any gameplay behind it. It's just me talking about the perks, but hopefully it at least provided a little bit better information as far as what's going to be there, what's not, what you can expect to see, and a little bit of insight on how I think it's going to be used. So if you like the video, just let me know. Leave your comments below. I like hearing from you, of course. Your opinions do matter, so let me know what you think. I appreciate you guys' time, and I will talk to you later.